Hello guys, Dan here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's short video I will show you how to do very quickly and very easy Unidron Batroids for the combined army. I will start a little with the airbrush, but that is the part that you can actually skip if you wanna paint it only with a paintbrush. So without further ado, let's start and let's do this. As I said, I will start priming my models using the Vallejo black primer. Here in this step I will try to be as much thorough as possible and try to attack the model from all the possible angles. So I will try to prime it from the top, I will try to prime it from above, from all the sides. So I will try to maximize my primer so I don't see any metal parts under it. And I will pass 2 times to have a good and even coat all around. And since we are working with the metal minis, it is important that the primer is applied very good so they don't scratch very easily. This step is completely optional and you can skip it if you don't have an airbrush. But what I did here is that I added a little of that white color in my black primer, and I just went around the model and I tried to mark some points of light. So I pick up some positions that are the most interesting to me and that they are probably going to be more exposed to the light that's coming from above, and I just spray a little with my airbrush just to create a little light. And then I added second time a little more that white and I just sprayed the second time, but this time a little less surface than I covered with the first pass. So this is how my models look like after this stage. So from now on I will only using paint brushes and I will start doing the highlights. But before, the first thing that I want to do is actually to paint the braid of the droids, because I want this braid to be much lighter than the organic parts of the model, because I will try to paint everything with the same paint, but because I primed this white, the paint will look much brighter than when I start going over the black parts. To paint the organic parts of these models, I will mix Gory Red with the Bloody Red. I will make a 50-50 mix, so it's very simple. And then I will add a few drops of water so that I create a glaze. And then I will went over his braid with this glaze and all over the black organic parts that are actually under the armor. I will do this in 2 or 3 stages, but I will wait every time for the paint to completely dry, and then if it is not red enough, I will come back and do one more glaze. So this was the stage that I was happy with the tone of the red paint. Now I'm going to make another mix. This time I will use a sunny skin tone and the paint code Ivory, and I will mix them in a 50-50% mix. And now I will use it as a rough highlight. So I will just go all over the all organic parts on this model, and I will just make a very rough like a sketches with the highlight, trying not to go inside the recesses. So I will focus mostly on the raised areas and as well like on the raised areas of the muscles, trying to avoid as much as possible to go inside the recesses, but even if it happens, it is fine because we are going to fix it in next stage. So for the final highlight, I will make another glaze, but this time it will be a pure bloody red. So It is approximately 1 drop of paint and 3 or 4 drops of water, and then I will go again all around the organic parts and I will just apply one glaze. So this will create a very nice highlight. They will turn reddish, and if we made any mistakes, the glaze will go inside the recesses and it will cover all the spots. And now it's time to do the most important highlight. So for this stage I will go back to the dead white and I will go and do the edge highlight on the whole model. So everything that is not red and that we haven't painted so far, it will be highlighted with this paint. So try to focus using the side of your brush on every single edge that you can. If that's not possible, try to use the tip of your brush. This paint that I'm using, Dead White, is actually airbrush paint, so it flows super nicely from the brush. So just keep focusing on removing excess of the paint from your brush, so it's like semi-dry, and try to use the side of your brush as much as you can, so it will be very likely to have this effect. As you can see, this is what I achieved. I need to warn you, this took a lot of time, like maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes per model, but the end result is really good and I was really happy how they turned out. And now I will create some effects on the weapon. So first I will use a paint called Smoke and I will make another glaze and I will just glaze it very lightly on the barrels of these weapons. And for these magazines, or actually canisters for the flamethrower, I will make another glaze made from the Periscopes. And I will apply it very lightly. Then I will leave them on the side to completely dry before I do the final highlight. Another thing that you can do is to use the Gory Red and just do these red battle markings on their armor. This is completely optional and you can improvise and do them whatever you want. I actually did it only on one model, so I can make him a little different to be FO or something else, but I kept the other guys just without the markings. And the final thing that is left to be done is to go back to Dead White and just do a little highlight on the canisters under the guns. And that will be it. I will call these models completed. I will just transfer them to the bases I made before. If you're interested how I did those, I will include a link in the description section down below. And guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a lot of glazing in this one, but I hope you liked it. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future content from me, and it will actually help this channel grow. And if you have any comments or suggestions, or you would like to see me painting something else, please leave a comment in the section down below and I will do my best. This is all for now, guys. Stay safe, take care, and see you soon. Bye bye.